Okay, I'm recording. So I wanted to do like a quick update on the texturizer. Yes, I actually have a texturizer. So I did like a part 1, part 2, and I guess this is part 3. I have a texturizer, although I hated it. I went from hating it to not being sure about it to hating it. And it's been about a month now, and now I don't hate it because, as you can see, I can still have my fro. I was like, alright, I can still have my fro. So, I mean, it's a little different. Some of that's good and some of it's bad. I get a little more, like, after, like, the 3rd day, it gets more hang time, and I'm kind of like, oh, that's cool. Like, there's definitely more hang time happening in the fro that wasn't there before. But it doesn't do the same, like, my fro used to be very, like, straight up, like, fro. Like, it was, like, this one has, like, little thingies on the end and, like, curly parts. And I'm like, that's alright. Like, I'm cool with that. That's cool. Hasn't been more manageable, which was my point in the first place. Yes and no. I noticed that before, when I was transitioning into being natural, I needed to straighten my hair more often. My cat's in the background. I don't know what he's hunting for. Anyway, I needed to straighten my hair like once a week, and I would coincide it with when it was that time of the month. So I'd be like, I'm not going to the beach because it's that time of the month, when really I just straighten my hair, and well, it would be both. It would be like me straightening my hair and not want to get it wet. So I would do it once a month. But once I went natural, I only straighten my hair once a year. And I think that I have to go back to once a month. I don't know why that matters, but it does, because when I first got the texturizer done, I hated it because it felt thinner, it felt weirder, it the curl was weird, like it was just, I don't know, I just didn't really like it. I missed my hair and I was like, ugh. But I kept doing protein treatments. It's like a silica, it's in Spanish because I live in Miami. This like pearl protein treatment, and that helped, and I was doing like an apogee thing. I was trying to like restore some of whatever natural stuff was in my hair. And it started to go back. It started to revert a little bit. So I was like, oh, cool, you know. What I did like 3 weeks into or 2 weeks into or something like that, it was Halloween. I couldn't get my hair under my wig. So I was like, I'm going to straighten my hair. So what I did was like grab the part, you know, section by section, and I would wet it with my water bottle, and then I would blow dry it, and then I would flat iron it. And I did that to like all my hair. My hair was pretty straight. Now that I will say from the texturizer, that didn't take me like 20 years. It usually takes me a really long time to straighten my hair. It didn't take me that long, and it seemed like it got straighter than it usually gets, because I don't get like crazy with the heat. Like I'm not trying to get it like silky straight. I'm just trying to get it more like a blowout, but like nicer at the ends, because blowouts, I feel like your hair still looks like it needs a trim. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so that's at home blowouts, not like Dominican blowouts. Not, did I just do like this? You know what does that? My boyfriend, and like making fun of me. Anyway, that's an aside. So to get it under the wig, I did the straightening thing, right? And I was like, hey, I kind of like the straightening thing. And it's been like, you know, it's cooling down in Miami. So I was like, all right, I'm going to rock the straightening thing out. And I rocked that out for like a week. What was cool was that my ends got wet, right? But my root was still kind of straight. So then I wound up having this really awesome thing that only lasted for 2 days, but it was like straight and like had a lot of movement, but then was like fuzzy at the bottom, which sounds retarded, but it actually looked really cool. Like my roommate, who's a white chick, was calling me Sandra D, because she was like, it looks like your hair is almost doing like this at the ends, but it's like falling, you know what I mean? It was cool. And definitely had a lot more hang time. It made it felt like I had a lot of hair. I mean I kind of have a lot of hair anyway, but it felt cool. But then it started to look really retarded. It was like too puffy and it was weird. So then I washed. I was like, all right, fine. Where am I? 4? Jesus Christ. Okay. So what I use, I don't use a lot since I've conditioned it. Like I said, I do the protein treatments. I swear by this, like so much so that I put water. Sorry. I put like water and this in a spray bottle, and like literally every day I probably just do that. Like I just like wet it with the spray bottle, and then I hit the ends with my boo-boo, my lettuce, my Shea Moisture, the curl and style milk. I hit the ends with that. Why are you acting like you want to come in the kitchen? He know he can't come in the kitchen. Anyway, yeah, I'm in the kitchen. The light is better. Anyway, so so I hit the ends with that curl style milk, because then it, you know, it makes the ends like nice or whatever. And that's about it. And when I blow dry, I like use this Frizzy's flat iron spray. Actually, I use that kind of when I blow dry it. That's really all I've been doing. I wear it like, I'll wear it like up, like I'll pin it so that it's like up with a little like, I feel like I look like Sasha Bob when I do it, but like whatever, it's really easy. And then I just wear it out in the front. Like that's about it. The question was manageable. It definitely has more hang time. I definitely feel like it gets straighter better. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's more manageable. I wouldn't say it's more manageable. I mean, it is when it's straight. When it's like this, it's the same. You know what I mean? But when it's straight, it is. So if you are somebody who straightens your hair a lot, then maybe you'll like the texturizer. I still have to figure out whether it's helping me with like retaining. So look at that little peasy guy that wants to come out. Anyway, whether it's helping me retain a lip, I have no idea. I'm not one of those people who has like the shirts that like have the measurements on it and all that stuff. Like I kind of just like, I don't know. It comes and it grows. It goes, you know what I mean? Like whatever. But I would like for it to get to a length where I feel comfortable wearing the fro, and like that's it. And it's like I just feel comfortable. I mean, I feel funky in the fro and like spunky and like, hey, what, black power, what you talking about? But like on some real deal, and I'm being 100 with y'all right now, I don't feel that sexy. Like I wore wigs all my like from 16 to like 27. You know what I mean? Like even when I was natural, I was still rocking wigs. I rocked wigs until I came down here, pretty much, because they would instantaneously combust on my head because it's really hot. But so I was used to feeling sexy in a different look. I was used to feeling sexy in something else. So I can't say that I still feel like sexy in my fro. And I think that if it was like longer, I would. Or it wouldn't probably get longer, it would just get like bigger. I think I'm gonna come in here again. Anyway, if it would get bigger, I think I would find it sexier. So that's the ultimate goal, just to be able to rock the fro and whatever. So that's about it. My verdict on the texturizer: if you wear your hair straight all the time, yeah, I guess it makes it easier. But if you, I'd say like, if you're like an experimenter person and don't really care about your hair and like will cut it off if it acts stupid and all that good stuff, then like yeah, just do it. But if you like really do sincerely like being natural and like you really are kind of like on the fence about it, like just don't do it. Like I still feel like I just shouldn't have did it. Like it's not that serious. The little bit of like pro that I get from it, it's kind of like okay, like really, you know. But now you can't say you're natural anymore. You know what I mean? And that's silly, but like for real, like people on Facebook are like sending me natural hair stuff, and I'm on like a silent tip because I'm like I can't say anything anymore. I can't be like yeah. I'm like I'm like I kind of gave up. So we'll see if you can see it up close. It's still like fro-y, like it gets fro-y, but like if you can tell like the I don't know. I didn't slather it up in the front because I was like, but there's still some. Can you see that? Like you see it? Like it's some parts that are like, it's definitely like straighter, you know. I'm so close to the computer right now, it's making me uncomfortable. Anyway, yeah, whatever. So I wanted this to be 5 minutes. Love you guys. Bye.